This video is to show you some of the basics of CK2 just in case you've not played the game before while you're watching our videos. Not that I expect there'll be a lot of that. What we're looking at right now is the terrain view, which is a view I won't use a lot. I'll be zooming in and out regularly as well. Independent realms is what I'll typically use. So you can see down here we have Svitjod, where I'll be controlling. Down here is Bohemia, which my brother will be controlling. So this is something that we'll use quite regularly. We might also use this little box down here to view diplomatic relations. This light green color are my holdings, my direct holdings. These darker greens are the people who report to me, the places that I indirectly control. We can look at religions as well. You can see we have Germanic, Slavic. Everything over here, including Tengri down here in blue, is pagan. Then we have Catholics over here and Orthodox Christians over here. And then we get down into Sunni and a little bit of Shia as well for Muslims. Those are the major religions that we'll see, the major religious groups. You can also see cultures as well as economy. De jure duchies is something we may use from time to time. So you can see here is Fitiad. So this is something that's sometimes useful as you're trying to make decisions. We can also do larger ones like de jure kingdoms and de jure empires. So you can see it getting much larger now. There's also revolt risk. Places with high revolt risk will turn more and more red. So this area down here, the Iberian Peninsula, it's basically a group of Catholics that are ruled by Muslims. And so that's why they're more likely to revolt. So that's how I control the map. How I control my actions is everything up here in the top left. By clicking on the picture, I can see myself, and I can see I'm married. I have an heir. That heir is specifically my child. That's what this crown here tells me, that he is my heir. This little drop of blood tells me that we're close family members. You can see my religion, my house crest, my age. Here you can see my realm tree, which is very useful. If I mouse over here, you can see I can raise 1,829 troops maximum at the top, and at the bottom you can see that I currently can raise 1,829 troops. By clicking down here, you can see how strong someone else is in comparison to me. This is 46%. So you can see this person individually can raise 838, and he's about 46% of my strength. You can also see his opinion of me and his opinion of his liege, which just happens to be me. These are my personal attribute scores. These are going to be different than our playthrough, but you can see diplomacy, which is how well you interact with people. You can use that to convince people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Martial is how well I command troops in battle. Stewardship is how good I am with money and sort of administration, and that controls how many places I can rule myself and how many people can report to me. Intrigue is going to protect me from other people trying to assassinate me, as well as helping me assassinate others, and learning is going to impact how much technology I gain. The numbers on the left are mine, the numbers on the right are my state values, since I'm the ruler. You can see it's basically my value plus half of my wife's value plus a portion of my counselor's value as well. These items here, most of them are repeated over here. We have wealth, including how much I gain each month. We have prestige, which I can use to upgrade land or bring in extra troops early in the game. This is piety, or how religious I am, and I can use that for different things as well. My domain size compared to the maximum, so you can see it's 3 out of 5, so I can get 2 more domains with this character. My vassal limit, I'm at 3 and I can get up to 13. And then my realm size and my score, which aren't really as important. These are different attributes here. The one that'll be farthest left is going to be your educational trait that you gain when you turn 16. This one helps him be better at leading troops in war. A heart is a congenital trait, so that means I might be able to pass it on to my children. And it's going to, this one, quick, is going to raise all of my stats by 3. I'm brave, I'm cynical. This red one, this red item here, proud, is one of the 7 deadly sins. They also have the 7 virtues as well, and they're in green. I can mouse over this and see what someone's personal combat skill is. That's very important because people can challenge me to fight. And then you can see the people that that are in my family down here. Now my wife isn't listed, but you can see my children and my parents and any siblings. If I click here, I have relations. There's a spot down here for lovers. My wife isn't in there because we're not actually in love. We're just married. But friends and rivals will go here as well. I can see my vassals and I can rearrange them. By clicking different areas, I can see everyone in my court and do the same thing. And I can see a list of allies. This is very important. If I'm going to attack someone, I may want to check their allies to make sure they're not allied to, say, Charlemagne, which would make it difficult for me to win a battle with them. I can click on individuals' pictures and go and view them as well. I can also go view my council. My chancellor is my chief diplomat. I can use him to improve diplomatic relations or fabricate claims to give me a reason to attack people, to try to take their land. My marshal is in charge of my troops. I can have him suppress revolts, train troops. You can see I can get an extra 35% of troops from where I place him, or I can have him organize a raiding party. My steward is kind of the guy who oversees the business side of the administrative side. Now, oversee construction, settle tribe, and build legend are available, but later he'll be able to try to raise more funds, more taxes. My spy master, I can send him to scheme, which is what I'll have him do most of the time, so if anyone's trying to kill me, he can let me know. Build a spy network in case I want to help, in case I want to increase the chance that my plot to assassinate will succeed. Or I can have him go and try to steal technology from others. And my court chaplain can do things related to religion. Usually I'm going to have him building zeal unless I take over land that is not Germanic pagan. Laws you can see here. The number one thing to notice is I'm elective Gavelkind, so that means I can nominate an heir, and if other people agree with me that he's the best heir, then they'll vote for him. So he has 4 people voting for him now. I can't change the succession laws until I've reigned for at least 10 years and I'm either not tribal or not pagan. I don't have anything else to switch it to at the moment though. You'll see me change my major laws down here as well. Try to increase my tribal organization and maybe increase taxes or levies. Technologies here, broken down into 3 areas: military, economy, and culture. Military gives me bonuses like here, light infantry and archers each get a bonus to attack and defense. Or noble customs, my feudal vassals, which doesn't matter at this point, would like me a little bit better. Military, I can raise troops by clicking this button. I can ask the people who report to me to bring in theirs by clicking this button. Later, if I change to feudal, I'll be able to force them to do it by clicking this button. I can also hire mercenaries, although I won't have enough money to do it for quite some time, and maybe bring in holy orders as well. There's no holy orders for the Germanic pagans at this point. Intrigue is where I would invite people to plots. So for example, down here's the person my brother's going to play. If I decided that I wanted him murdered, I could click that button. And when I come over here, I could either click this button to automatically invite people to the plot, or click here, rearrange, and identify people that I might invite to my plot by clicking send down there. He says he's going to say no, so I can't even click that button. I can also view factions. These are people that want to try to start a revolution against me. I should also show you there's other options under intrigue, like raise a tribal army. I can also see my prisoners and any plots down here. There's also a religion tab, which we won't use very much, but it would let me reform my religion. That is basically it. We start and stop time up here. We have both high priority and low priority messages up here. Anything that's really major pops up in the middle of the screen though. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the future videos. Thank you.